welcome back. You miss Worm mode sometimes? I do too. I've been thinking about redrawing Worm. If you guys want Worm... Oh, well. Hello. Hello. Alright, we are Puppo mode. Just did a little bit? Alright. Are we ready for a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts? Because I am. This way I don't have to play the games, because not only am I lazy, I've got storage, but I don't want to give up my storage. Anyway, Peppo feels very Barry the Editor. Honestly, valid. Anyway, we ready? Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. Hold on, I fucked up. Pause.
Always been.
Okay, let's try again.
Welcome to a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and like a third of Kingdom Hearts 2, but I've always been fascinated by the series. I mean, what does any of this mean?
Alright. Memories, Shion, Master of Masters, Diz, Nort, Dreams, Keyblade, Graveyard, Darkness, Sigil, Rickusance, Palpu, Fruit, Nightmare, Keyblade, Somebody's, Yensid, Keyhole, Datascape, Lingering Will, Friends, X-Blade, Destiny Islands, Mark of Mastery, Unversed, what the fuck? 13, Gummy Ship, Xehanort, Season. Nort and Xehanort, Keyblade War, Door to Darkness, Nobody, Soul, Organization 13. Okay.
I sat down with this good boy Gam and he explained everything to me for 7 hours.
Okay, yes, but it's a lot stupider than you think. And we'll get to that in a long time. I'm still angry about it.
Okay. And now I'm going to explain everything to you in slightly less time. Please treat any non-accuracy as a true game word. But before we plunge headfirst into the terror that awaits us, there's some stuff you just gotta accept about the world of Kingdom Hearts. 1. Hearts are not literally hearts. They're kinda like a person's soul, but more like their emotional soul, I guess? 2. Light equals good and dark equals bad, and these are not metaphor, they're tangible forces within the universe. 3. If you lose your heart, or it's overcome by darkness, it turns into one of these little guys called a Heartless.
Okay, real quick. This is probably gonna be answered. But because Riku succumbed to the darkness, wouldn't that mean he would have turned into a Heartless in this case? Because he succumbed to the darkness, so he was technically a Heartless? Potentially, maybe? Or does that not count for Riku because Riku's just that badass? He gave in rather than be consumed. Riku rules. Okay. Riku has different rules from everybody else.
4.
I accept this.
A body without a heart is an empty husk that turns into one of these slithery dudes, a nobody. Okay? So you lose your heart, you create both a heartless and a nobody. Simple enough. 5. If you're strong-willed enough, your husk turns into a special kind of nobody that looks like you and can talk and stuff. Okay, sure, fine, why not? 6. If both the Heartless and Nobody are destroyed, the original person is made whole again. And whole people are called somebodies. Just, I know. 7. There's Disney and Final Fantasy characters everywhere. And retcons. 8. This is more of a personal note, but I find it easier to take this all in if you consider it more of an avant-garde interactive art piece than a traditional narrative. Okay, let's dive in! Mickey, take the wheel! Kingdom Hearts 1. We start in Destiny Islands, and if you think that name is heavy-handed now, just you wait. There's a bunch of kids running around, but we only care about 3 of them. Sora, the plucky one, Riku, the angsty one, and Kairi, the milquetoast girl with no discernible personality traits whatsoever.
Yep.
Now, despite having their own cluster of islands to call their own, these kids decide it's not enough and build a raft to go on their own adventures. But suddenly, shoop, a big old portal opens up and Heartless start pouring out. Sora tries to fight them and is absolutely useless until shwee, a Keyblade suddenly appears in his hand, and he's all like, nice. Now, Keyblades aren't just big keys. Well, I mean, they are, but they're also big metaphorical keys. They can destroy darkness and repair worlds and just generally do whatever the developers need them to do at that moment. And also, they're sort of like Harry Potter wands, where they choose their master, kinda. So Sora beats the crap out of some Heartless, and then Riku's like, dude, this evil portal is totally sweet. And Sora's like, I don't know, man, that looks like a bad time. And Riku's like, I'm gonna go through there. Nope. You should come too. Nuh-uh. Okay then. Yeah. I'll just, nope. Here I go. You should not. Through the spooky portal. And then everything explodes and Sora goes flying and Kairi sort of phases through Sora. Yeah, that's a little weird. Elsewhere, Mickey Mouse, yes! Mickey Mouse, did I stutter? Is like, I gotta go, see you later, huh? And Donald and Goofy are like, you what? You're the king. You can't just find the Keyblade wielder. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening. So after exploding and flying through space for a while, Sora wakes up in this strange city with bumpin' music called Traverse Town. He meets up with Donald and Goofy, who are like, is that a Keyblade? And Sora's like, don't touch it. Meanwhile, Riku gracefully emerges from his creepy portal thing and meets up with Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, and she's like, Riku, you should totally join me. Look, Sora doesn't even care about you anymore. He has new friends now. And Riku's like, these vibes I'm getting from you are definitely trustworthy. So Sora teams up with Dobbled and Goombi so they can find their friends. They travel through a bunch of Disney worlds that literally do not matter whatsoever. Like, it's fine if you want to hang out with the adorable little teacup from Beauty and the Beast, and this guy over here, Chub play the tub, fine, but it does not matter to the story. Eventually they wind up at a big old castle called Hollow Bastion. Riku pops up and Sora's like, Riku, my friend, after being separated for so long, I have finally found you. And Riku's like, girl, that Keyblade's only been hanging out with you to make me jealous. And Keyblade-chan zwoops on over to Riku-kun. Oh, Scoots, says Sora. Well, it doesn't matter. With Donald and Goofy at my side, we can't... our allegiance is with the Keyblade, not you, so... Then Sora has a mopey road trip with Beast from Beauty and the Beast until they discover this super spooky room with a giant keyhole and a bunch of sleeping Disney princesses. Riku's in the corner with Keyblade-chan going, oh yeah? And then what did he say? Oh girl, he did not. Wow, what a creep, ha ha ha. But then Sora delivers this badass monologue about friendship and hearts and stuff, and Keyblade-chan gets all flustered and tsundere and zwoops back on over to Sora, and he's all, nice. Riku goes, oh yeah, well at least I still have Ansem, and Sora's like, who's Ansem? And Riku's like, this super evil dude that's possessing me, he was also like totally pulling Maleficent's strings or whatever. And she's like, it be like that though. And Sora goes, you what, mate? And also, Kairi has been drooling face down in the corner this whole time, but nobody knows because she's just that boring. Beast, who's been awkwardly in the room this whole time, points her out, and after a few minutes, they remember who she is. Kairi! Cries Sora. Riku drones on for a while about how Kairi's the last princess Ansem needs for his evil scheme. And also remember when Destiny Islands blew up and Kairi went zzzz through Sora? Yeah, her heart has been inside of Sora this whole time. Sora goes, ew, OMG, and commits Sudoku with his Keyblade. This frees Kairi's heart and revives her. Yay! This also frees Sora's heart, so he's a Heartless now. Boom. But Kairi's like, bibbidi bobbidi deus ex machina, bitch. And Sora turns back to normal, which contradicts everything we understand about how any of this works, but
yeah, no, that part really confused me because it was like, hold on. But he, I don't know.
Sure, fine. Ansem sees all this and is like, seriously, like, I checked the wiki and they used the word somehow. Whatever, I'm outie, peace. And Sora follows him to Destiny Islands, but now it's all destroyed, so it's Destiny Islands. Ansem and Sora have a good old-fashioned anime showdown. You know, Sora believes in himself, Ansem turns into a boat, and the player mashes X a lot until Ansem is like, alright, whatever. I'm gonna open the door to Kingdom Hearts, which is the source of all hearts, and it's all darkness in there and stuff. I love darkness. Check out my tattoo. And Sora's like, alright, fine, open it, you dollar store goth, and sort of fumbles with his Oakleys for a moment because guess what? It's like Ansem is all, curses, foiled, bingus bongus, and he explodes. Sora tries to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, but he can't. Oh no. Until guess what? Riku. Wait, how is he in there? And guess what? Mickey. What? Wait, where's his shirt? Remember this? It's important, I swear, do not forget. Riku and Mickey help close the door from the inside, and bingus bongus bablamo. All the broken worlds go back to normal, and everybody returns to Destiny Islands, and Sora is like, okay, I'll be back. I gotta go save Riku and Mickey. And Kairi just kind of stands there because she has no agency and is barely a character. Chain of Memories. Okay, this is the 5 minutes later, Sora's walking down a road.
Okay, Chain of Memories is the card game one, right? I didn't ask you. But is this the card game one, Arya? Is it? No. Yeah. Is the video a little louder than me when it plays? Yes, it is. That's why I'm pausing. Oh, it's very loud. Okay, let me turn it down then. Sorry. I didn't realize how loud it was. Can I turn you down, Arya? Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys need to tell me when audio is weird.
With Dorbald and Goblin when a hooded figure arrives and mumbles something about mysteries. They continue down the path and arrive at Castle Oblivion. Ooh. Sora works his way through the castle and meets a whole bunch of creepy figures that dramatically take off their hoods to reveal their sweet, sweet anime hair. There's Larxene and Marluxia and Axel and Lexius and Zexion and Vexen, also known as all the sweet LiveJournal blogs used to follow in middle school. They take turns showing up to do something mysterious and then Sora blows them up. Except Axel, he survives because he had the biggest anime hair of them all. Meanwhile, Sora's losing his memories. Oh no! The further he moves into the castle, the more his real memories get replaced by fake memories. He starts remembering this girl who kinda looks like Kairi, but she's not. She's got different hair and almost a personality. Her name is Naminé. And Sora's like, I don't remember anything else, so I better find this Naminé. She seems important and was along for our adventures this whole time. Also, I kinda feel like I wanna give her a smooch. A few games of poker later, Sora finally reaches Naminé and she's like, yeah, I stole all your memories. You have to take a nap so I can restore them, but you'll forget everything from this game. You won't even remember me. But Sora's already asleep in this big old fancy pod.
That's where we find him in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Durlap and Gruff share the economy class pod, and they deserve it for wasting all the health potions. You had one job! Meanwhile, Riku and Mickey just kinda leave Kingdom Hearts. Riku takes the wake up floating in a void option, then teleports into Castle Oblivion cause... He ventures through the castle, but doesn't lose his memories because Naminé only got eyes for Sora, know what I mean? He meets a bunch of those hooded weirdos, which, by the way, all belong to a group/cult called Organization 13, more on that in a bit, and later runs into a clone of himself. Riku's like, whoa, it's a clone of me, sweet. And the clone is like, no, you're the clone, my name is Replica Riku, and wait a minute, why is Replica in my name? So Riku kicks him a few times and Replica Riku explodes. Then Riku bumps into this red mummy named Diz, and he's like, don't worry about me for now. Actually, don't worry about any of this. You got like 5 games to go before things start to make sense. And then Mickey hops on Riku's back and is like, well, I'm gonna help you control your darkness better. Let's go. And that's about it for Chain of Memories. The next game is Kingdom Hearts 2, which starts with not Sora, but with this guy, Roxas. To find out what his deal is, we need to first check out 358 over 2 days.
Okay, 358 over 2 days was the one that I watched. That was basically just the, it was like a video. It was like a movie instead of like a proper game, right? Pretty sure that's the one. I kind of want to grab Arya's brush and brush her. You want brushy? Yeah, with Xion? Okay, with Xion. I'm gonna get her brush real quick, guys. I want to brush her while I watch. See there, baby. Brushy? Come on, get up. In your bed. Good girl. Oh my gosh. She really wants brushy. Okay.
That title. So, okay, again, remember when Sora had a Sudoku and released Kairi's heart and turned himself into a Heartless? That also created Sora's Nobody, who wakes up in Twilight Town one day all, boopity boopity, where the poopity am I? He's found by this weirdo named Xemnas, who's like, welcome to Organization 13. Here's your spooky cloak and how to infuriatingly speak in riddles guide. Also, your name is Roxas. Xemnas introduces Roxas to the rest of the Breakfast Club. Luxor, Demix, Syx, Zaldin, Zigbar, remember him for later, and hey, we know these guys. This game takes place at the same time as Chain of Memories, so you got some characters going back and forth between the two. It's super. Roxas goes on adventures around Disney World and becomes best buds with one organization member in particular, Axel. They eat ice cream and just totally bro out. It's super cute. Then Xemnas is like, yo, some stuff is going down at Castle Oblivion. Who's in? And a bunch of Organization 13 members head over there, including Axel, and then that ties in the Chain of Memories. Then a new character pops up, the 14th member of Organization 13. What? Her name is Xion, and she's like, I'm weird, I don't know who I am. And for good reason. Turns out she's... Let me just check my notes here. A replica of Sora created by Xemnas using the memories Naminé took from Sora as a failsafe in case Roxas ended up not going along with Xemnas' crazy schemes. And thanks to Naminé, some of Sora's memories wound up in Roxas too.
Huh?
So Shion pieces out in an attempt to save us all from having to understand what's going on, but Xemnas captures her and reprograms her to make her attack Roxas. Because if Shion defeats Roxas, then Sora will never be able to get his memories back. Oh! But Roxas defeats Shion and she's like, "Cough, Sputter, you gotta merge with Sora and defeat Xemnas." And Roxas is like, "What's a Sora? Is that a type of ice cream?" But before she can reply, she porfs into Roxas. Dang. Riku shows up because, sure, why not? And he's like, "Okay, Roxas, time to go back to Sora." And Roxas is like, "I don't wanna. Also, whom's this Sora?" And Riku's like, "Fine, sit inside this computer simulation until you cool off." And Roxas is like, "What are any of these words you're saying?" Which leads us to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
We meet up with Roxas, who's inside a computer simulation of Twilight Town, except he lost most of his memories and doesn't know he's inside a computer. And I mean, we're not supposed to either, because 358 over 2 days released like 4 years after Kingdom Hearts 2, but trust me, it's just easier to understand this way.
Yeah,
so Roxas has his weird summer break and eats lots of ice cream and experiences a bunch of brain
hold on.
freezes and glitches.
There's a thing. Point out something strange. In Kingdom Hearts 1, there's a memory Kairi has as a child on Hollow Bastion, with an old woman teaching her about the darkness, light, etc. In Kingdom Hearts 2, the Final Fantasy characters establish that Hollow Bastion used to be their world. Interesting. Okay, so that might hint at Kairi having Final Fantasy origins, and we might have she might be, like, related or have a tie-in to one of the Final Fantasy games. Maybe, potentially. If this is something that they thought of at the time, though. Sorry, I'm trying to brush the cat at the same time, because she's shedding like a mother. But I have to use my bad arm and my arm is tired already. I gave her like half a minute of brushing and I'm already tired. Arm hurts. Alright, let's go.
In the Matrix until one day Axel shows up and he's all like, "Roxas, you're in a computer, I'm your friend." And Roxas is like, "What's a computer?" Then he meets Namine, who goes, "You're Sora's nobody." And Roxas is like, "Whoa, what's a nobody?" He doesn't understand what's going on, but that's okay because neither do we. He finally runs into Diz, who goes, "Look, just merge with Sora and everything will be cool." And Roxas goes, "Okay, but there better be ice cream there." So he absorbs out of the computer and into Sora, and Sora finally wakes up with all of his memories back. Minus everything that happened in Chain of Memories.
Exactly,
and I guess Dallas and
happened,
Gomet wake up too, whatever. Mickey, now in a badass hoodie, sends them off to meet the wizard, a wonderful wizard named Yen Sid. And he looks like this. Yen Sid goes, "First of all, those outfits have to go. Zippers are out, belts are in. Second, you need your driver's license. Go visit more Disney worlds." So they visit some more merchandising opportunities and keep bumping into Maleficent, now joined by Pete and a bunch of those Organization 13 weirdos. They just don't quit, do they? At one point, there's a battle with 1,000,000,000,000 Heartless, and Goofy gets hit by a boulder and dies. Yeah, he's dead. Hengus Bunger, you're 6 feet under. Somewhere in all this mess, we get a big ol' exposition dump. A while ago, there was a nice bearded man named Ansem the Wise, who was a man of science. Or the Kingdom Hearts equivalent of science, because this guy was researching hearts and light and wrote his dissertation on feeling good and having friends. Now, Ansem the Wise had an apprentice by the name of Xehanort, who let his heart get consumed by darkness because he's a weirdo. This created Xehanort's Heartless, which confusingly decided to call itself Ansem. Psst, this was the bad guy in Kingdom Hearts 1, not Wise Ansem. They're completely different people. And Xehanort's Nobody, which called itself Xemnas. Hey, we know that guy. Meanwhile, Kairi's standing exactly where Sora left her on Destiny Islands, but somehow in a new outfit, when Axel swoops in and kidnaps her. He wants his buddy Roxas back, and he's not gonna let Organization 13 boss him around no more. Oh no siree. But he instantly sacrifices himself so Sora can jump through a portal to the world that never was.
Okay.
Sora's like, how can I be in a place that never was when it clearly currently is? But just then a mysterious figure emerges. It's Ansem, but no, it's Riku. It's Riku, but he looks like Ansem? Okie dokie. Sora goes on a heart unlocking spree until Diz appears and he's like, you think that I'm a mummy now? Here's a surprise. Feast your eyes on my disguise, I'm really Ansem the Wise. The bad guys are conspiring to make their own Kingdom Hearts, but they forgot a little something that's right, my looks and my smarts. I'm gonna use this pewter here to digitize the skies. You better idolize and recognize I'm Ansem the Wise. Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Mickey, and Kairi. I bid you all adieu because my computer is backfiring. So Diz's computer explodes, which causes Diz to disappear, and for some reason also turns Riku back to normal. Xemnas is all, my beautiful plan ruined, etc, etc, let us fight. Sora and Riku hold hands and prepare for a good old-fashioned anime showdown. Sora—
They did not hold hands. Hold on, they did not hold hands. This is inaccurate. This is the most inaccurate and distressing part of this. They did not actually hold hands. I wish they had. They should have held hands. Okay, they should have held hands. They held hands in that one scene. Hold on. When Sora cried. Oh, well, that was like when Sora was when realized that he was Riku. He realized that, you know, Ansem Riku was Riku. That didn't count as holding hands. I don't think that counts. I know which one it is, but wait. So she's an Oni? What? Also, hi Ender. So that counts. Listen, you gotta have your buddy system. Yeah. Okay, I guess they held hands, but I wish that they would have had a scene where like Sora held his hand out to Riku, and then Riku take his hand, and then I think what I'm saying is, like, I get it. After all these years of being like, I don't understand why people ship.
I can't
Sora
believe
and
you've done
Riku.
this.
I get it, and I ship it. But also, I want to hold both their hands. Can I be the third? I'll be the third. All right, bean time. Let's go.
Don't forget to stay hydrated.
We get Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. And the pass. Arya, can you tell me what this bean is? Don't rub on it, you dummy. Guess what? A Tutti Frutti. It's not Tutti Frutti though. I swear it's bubblegum. Tutti Frutti is different. And 3 pass. Sweet. Bean reminds me, when Deluxe did it in the last Withering Wave stream, did I do that one too? I did. I did, and it was a good bean. Okay, now I have 2 pass. Alright. I'm my water. I gotta hydrate. Oh, I better change. Yep. Because it is no longer Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 3. There we go. Haley, are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? I hope you're proud of me. Alright.
believes in himself, Xemnas turns into a boat, and the player mashes X a lot, and sometimes triangle, until Xemnas is defeated. Everyone winds up back on Destiny Islands because sure, whatever. And Namine's there too, and she's like, hey Kairi, nice to meet you, I'm your nobody. And Kairi stares into the middle distance. Yeah, so everything ties back to the moment Sora released his and Kairi's hearts. Either it's poetic in its simplicity or stupid in its stupidity, I don't know. This moment should have created 2 Heartlesses and at least 1 nobody, because Kairi's heart isn't really connected to her body at this point. But Kairi is a princess of heart, meaning she has 0 darkness in her heart, so she doesn't create a Heartless. She does create a nobody, but she has no body for it to form from, so while Sora is busy splitting off into his Heartless and his nobody, Kairi's nobody, Namine, is created from Kairi's heart and Sora's body, which explains why she was able to meddle with his memories and whatnot. So to sum it up, I don't know. I said up front this thing was filled with retcons, right? Sora goes, oh yeah, Roxas has been kinda rumbly lately. You okay, little fella? So Sora and Roxas share a ghost hug, and Kairi and Namine are chill, I guess. Oh, and Goofy recovers from being dead. But then a letter washes up on the shore with that dang old Mickey Mouse insignia on it. What do you want now, you creepy rat? But before we open that envelope, birth by sleep.
Okay.
Diddly diddly diddly. 10 years earlier, we got these 3 sweet pieces of anime hair. Aqua,
Wait.
Terra, and Ventus.
Wait. Wait. That's Roxas. Huh?
Weirdly, Ventus looks a lot like Roxas. Like,
Identical.
I mean, I know compared to Dozenkrantz and Goofenstern over here, Roxas and Sora look a lot alike, but trust me, Roxas resembles this guy, Ventus. For reasons. The 3 of them are being trained by Master Ericus to become Keyblade Masters. Ventus is too young and spunky, so he has to wait while Aqua and Terra take their final test, the Mark of Mastery. Also, we're in this place, the Land of Departure. Aqua passes and she's all like, neat. But Terra fails because he's got too much angsty darkness and Spencer's coupons inside his heart. And Ericus takes one look and goes, girl, get yourself sorted out. Meanwhile, in a fancy land for fancy lads called Radiant Garden, Ansem the Wise is researching how hearts work and stuff. He's got some...
Wait. Radiant Garden was Hello Bastion. Radiant Garden was Hello Bastion. So it was like 10 years? 10 years and become Hello Bastion? What? Hold on.
Test tubes and like a computer, and he's going, oh yes, interesting. And he's surrounded by all of his hot anime friends who kind of look familiar. There's also a little girl here named Kairi who's got no personality. Look at her go. Elsewhere, Aqua...
Whoa, hold on. What? What? Okay.
Where Aqua and Terra pop out of a portal on Destiny Islands, because of course they do. They meet these 2 little babbies named Sora and Riku.
Oh,
Terra
10
walks
years
over and is
before the
like,
game.
ew, this one is totally giving me
Before-
Ventus vibes. Hey kid, now you know how to use a Keyblade. You won't remember this when you're older. And Riku dribbles on himself. Also, Kairi comes over from Radiant Garden and Aqua maybe teaches her how to use a Keyblade? Ventus is wandering alone by himself somewhere when this hot piece of action rolls up on a motorcycle and is like, remember me? And Ventus is like, nope. And Hot Stuff takes off his helmet and is like, how about now? And Ventus is like, sorry, I only know one other dude with yellow eyes. Wait! Turns out Ventus forgot a whole bunch of stuff that was super important. Before he was being trained by Master Ericus, his master was this objectively evil-looking dude with yellow eyes named Master Xehanort.
Whoa, wait, what?
Xehanort was trying to get Ventus to unleash the darkness in his heart to summon this all-powerful Keyblade called the Keyblade. That's the Greek letter key. But Ventus was like, I don't wanna, I'm a good boy, look at my badge. And Xehanort's like, fine, I'll just take your darkness myself. And goes shoobly bop, sucks the darkness out of Ventus's heart and makes Motorcycle Man, also known as Vanitas. Oh, and he looks exactly like an evil Sora, but just don't think about it, it's fine. Flashback over, Ventus is like, oh yeah, I remember. And Vanitas is like, cool, we gotta fight. Meet me at the Keyblade Graveyard. Okay, so long ago, there were tons of Keyblade wielders and they all fought over the key.
So, oh my god. There's a Trogdor, I think. I think there's Trogdor. What? Huh? Look at all these Keyblades. They're so stupid.
Keyblade in this epic war, and now all that's...
Oh, was that an energy sword from Halo? Yep, I saw it. Over here. Oh, you guys can't really see it very well. Hold on. Go back. Far left. That's an energy sword.
Blade in this epic...
From Halo. What else do we got? Key. Oh my god, that one just says key. Is there a higher quality? Yeah, can we get 1080p? There we go. That's better. Look at all these Keyblades. This is actually... Oh my god, one of the jelly hands. One of the jelly wiggle hands. Oh god, there's a house key. There's a mailbox. Yeah, look at all these Keyblades. See, there's an actual key. There's the Arbiter sword. I'm looking. There's Trogdor. Oh no, that's a snake. That's just a snake. Damn, I thought it was Trogdor. That would have been cool. There's a middle finger over here. It's like an actual. Where's the fantasy dragon keyblade? The bad. You mean the bad dragon one? The jelly hand keyblade just looks like a bitch slapped to the face keyblade. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know who this person is that has 3 heads stacked on top of each other. A keynote. There's a keynote keyblade. Tetris keyblade. Meat blade. Oh, that's mine. Cupcake. This is number 1. There's a keyblade with hats. There's the Buster Sword keyblade. Is there a card key? Yep. Oh, way over here on the left. Far left. Far left. Hold on. Actually, I just realized something. Hold on. There. All right, I got my cursor back. All right, here we go.
In this epic war, and now all that's left is a bunch of keys in the ground. But Ventus knows all this and just goes, "K." Meanwhile, Terra's getting super moody and kills Master Ericus. Ericus is like, "Why, my pupil?" And Terra's like, "I don't know, Gam didn't go over this part in detail, but I'm assuming darkness?" Then everyone piles into the minivan and heads on over to the Keyblade Graveyard.
Whoop. More keys. Hold on. Give me just a second. Arya is alerting at something. She's a good little kind of like a guard dog. Like if someone's comes up the stairs, she alerts. So I'm gonna go see what's up there. What's out there real quick. Give me a second. Okay. Sorry about that. Just the neighbor. Well, someone was looking for the neighbors. They were at the wrong house. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got a DDR. Look, there's a DDR keyblade. Looks like a transformer. Got Mario. A keytar blade. A keytar blade. You can see Spider-Man. There's a Mickey. There's a weird Mickey right there. That almost looks like Wanderer's hat right there. But that's me being. Is that a fucking flamethrower? There's a Hello Kitty maybe. A Chocobo Keyblade. A dog. There's a dragon. See where you're seeing Spider-Man. Nah, but this is like really creative, honestly. All these Keyblades.
For their big anime fight. And you know it's serious because nobody turns into a boat. Ventus versus Vanitas. Terra versus Xehanort, who's like, hello. And Aqua versus this dude who you might recognize.
Oh, yep, there's the Spider-Man. I see it. I see him. I see him. Okay. Hey, Bragg.
recognized better like this, but he doesn't have his cool eye patch and scar yet. Him named Breg. Xehanort is like,
I'll have the
Keyblade.
Keyblade.
I knew
Keyblade,
him.
not Keyblade. And with that, I'll control Kingdom Hearts.
Whoa, hold on, more keys. There's another dragon. There's the meat one. Is that a Smurf? These are really creative.
and Terra's like, nuh-uh, no siree, stop right there, Mr. Bister. And everyone starts fighting. Aqua beats up Breg, and he's like, now I look cooler. Ventus and Vanitas fuse, which sorta creates the Keyblade for a second, but then it explodes. And then Ventus explodes.
What?
He's just asleep, but his heart goes swoosh over to Destiny Islands to go live in Sora's heart and heal up. Sure, okay. Aqua takes...
Huh? What? Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm gonna go back. Hold on.
And everyone starts fighting. Aqua beats up Breg, and he's like, now I look cooler. Ventus and Vanitas fuse, which sorta creates the Keyblade for a second, but then it explodes. And then Ventus explodes. He's just asleep, but his heart goes swoosh over to Destiny Islands to go live in Sora's heart and heal up. Sure, okay. Aqua takes Ventus's blown up body
What?
back to the land of departure.
Roxas looks like Ventus because Ventus stayed in baby Sora's heart. Ventus's darkness looking like Sora is weird. Not. We're gonna just keep watching.
And uses her Keyblade to turn it into Castle Oblivion. She goes, okay, Ventus, I'm the only one who knows you're here. Have a good nap now, pat pat. She returns just in time to see Xehanort possessing Terra, forming Terra Xehanort, or Terranort for short.
Terranort,
A while
oh
back,
God.
Xehanort was like,
I'm getting old. I can possess someone using the darkness in their heart. That's a neat trick.
also, psst, this is what Norting is. Aqua goes, I am not about this, and fights and defeats Terranort. But Terranort's all like,
Ha ha ha, not so fast.
and uses his Keyblade to unlock his heart, which traps Aqua in the realm of darkness and gives Terranort amnesia because we didn't have enough tropes on our plate already.
God.
Sure. Throw some amnesia into the mix. Terranort, just calling himself Xehanort now, becomes an apprentice to Ansem the Wise, and then much later gets his memories back, and goes on to create his Heartless Ansem, this one, not that one, and his Nobody Xemnas. Now we can return.
My brain. Wait. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so the Xehanort, the base Xehanort is not actually Xehanort, but is a guy named Terra who has been possessed by Xehanort, who then became a nobody, and his Heartless is the Ansem that we had from Kingdom Hearts 1, and then his nobody is the Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts 2? What the fuck is this game? Why are there so many Xehanorts? Okay, just one more time. Xehanort was the teacher of Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. He possessed Terra, and Terra lost his memories and became Xehanort, but he's not actually Xehanort, he's just possessed by Xehanort. He became both a nobody and a heartless. His nobody is Ansem, not Ansem the Wise, because Ansem the Wise is Diz. He was Ansem, and then his nobody is Xemnas. So, because in Kingdom Hearts 1 we defeated Ansem, this Ansem. And in Kingdom Hearts 2 we defeated this guy, Xemnas. That is the nobody and the heartless. We have and because when they're both defeated, he's going to come back in Kingdom Hearts 3, isn't he? We just defeated 2 versions of a Norded version of an old hero, which means we've just revived. Shit. Yeah, my brain hurts too.
In Recoded. Well, not quite the present. Sometime after defeating Xemnas, but before Mickey's letter arrives at Destiny Islands, Jiminy Cricket is hanging out with Mickey. You see, throughout Sora's many adventures, he's been accompanied by Jiminy, who's been documenting everything that happens. Like, today, Sora spent 15 minutes staring at a bowl of oatmeal. Jiminy's about to turn in his homework to Mickey when he notices some cryptic messages he didn't write, like some Cure lyrics or something. Chip and...
Whoop, go back. Go back. I'm reading this shit. Thanks, Nominee. Them hurdy mend when you to end. Dressed up to the eyes, it's a wonderful surprise to see your shoes and your spirits rise, throwing out your frown. What? Hey. Good thing there isn't time travel. Oh boy.
Chip and Dale digitize the journal and create a digital copy of Sora, Data Sora, to fight the bugs that are corrupting the data, and I don't know, hacking hijinks ensue? Pete and Maleficent are there, some C-tier Disney properties show up, Jiminy's journal appears, and
did this motherfucker just call the Emperor's New Groove C-tier? How fucking dare you?
turns into Riku. It's just whatever. The journal is restored and Data Nominee reaches out to Data Sora and is like, hey, you got a whole lot of business jellying up your jam ram. You got Roxas inside of you and like Shion's inside of Roxas and then there's like Ventus sort of fused with Vanitas. It's just a big ol' awkward inception party in there. It's middle school dance bad. Also, the bugs are a side effect of me messing with Sora's memories because Data Sora texts all this to Mickey, who's like, butter my me-shaped muffins. The real Sora's gotta learn about this stat. And writes the letter that then shows up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Data Sora goes, what? Real Sora? As the computer gets turned off because Mickey's got a date with the wizard. Yen Sid goes,
yo, Xehanort is coming back and we're screwed. We only have one Keyblade Master and you, like, randomly took your shirt off that one time.
And Mickey goes, we'll get to that. What about Sora and Riku? If they become Keyblade Masters and Sora gets his jam unjellied, we might stand a chance. And Yen Sid goes,
okay, but there's a lot of jelly in his jam.
Yeah, there's a lot of jelly in
like
the
peaches.
jam.
Dream Drop Distance.
Oh no.
In order to become Keyblade Masters, Sora and Riku have to take the Mark of Mastery, the same exam that Terra and Aqua took way back when. But apparently the test is totally arbitrary and whoever's conducting the exam just does whatever they want, just like real life. Yen Sid charges Sora and Riku with waking all the sleeping hearts of various worlds that have been on a constant roller coaster of exploding and being reformed over the past couple games. They bounce through some Disney worlds and wake people up, but not Sleeping Beauty? Come on, it's a game about waking people. Okay, Gam's telling me there's a reason. Okay, fine. Anyway, remember the rules of the Kingdom Hearts universe? All that stuff about Heartless and Nobodies and how destroying both restores the original somebody? Correct. Yeah, so all those Organization 13 Nobodies Sora killed, they're back as their original X-less some-
What?
Somebody's. What? Our protagonist wasn't going around murdering people? See, they're fine. Ha ha ha. Also, keep it together. Oh. The X in all those nobodies' names isn't an X. It's called the Recusant Sigil.
Huh?
And Xehanort uses it to mark his BFFs and track their location. This even works on clothing, and that's, oh god, that's how they're able to track Sora throughout this game. Because they put an X on his shirt. Woo! Oh, and then this guy shows up. This is young Xehanort.
Wait, what do you mean young Xehanort? Wait, what?
Yeah, so now there's time travel in this series.
Oh.
Good! I am over the heart-shaped moon! Thank you! It really doesn't matter how time travel works in this universe, and I'm scared to open the wiki again, so here's all of Gam's notes on the matter.
Oh. Okay, we're reading this. We're reading this.
Thank you! It really doesn't matter how time travel works in this universe, and I'm scared to open the wiki again, so here's all of Gam's notes on the...
Okay, Okay, so to time travel like Xehanort did, you have to abandon your body and just become a heart or heartless, because heartless are just essentially hearts corrupted by darkness. This allows you to travel through time, apparently, if you have assistance, powerful magic in it. It's not just you're a heart, now go back in time and kill Hitler, or go forward in time and kill Mega Hitler thing. You can only travel through time if there's a version of you in the time that you're going to. You're also unable to travel to the future beyond the present point, e.g. the meeting point in Dream Drop Distance, where they try to Sorch almost got Norted. Jesus. Also, you can't change time, meaning you can't change the future. You're always part of events. Whoa! You traveling in time is an already determined event in time. You're not breaking time. Okay, so there's no butterfly effect then. There's no chance of a butterfly effect. Once you finish time traveling and return to where you started, you forget everything that happened when you traveled in time to prevent foresight. What? Yeah, thank you to whoever snoozed those ads. I appreciate that. I was about to reach over and do that. Okay, this is how Ansem traveled in time and got dreamed up. Dream drop distance. All started. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Whoa, no! We are reading this. Okay. So, when Terranort took control of shit in Radiant Garden and fucked everyone over and split himself into Ansem and Xemnas, which is his nobody and... Yeah, stop touching all the buttons. Listen. His Heartless, which was Ansem, is able to travel through time because he's just the corrupted heart. He's not Ansem, Seeker of Darkness just yet, as he becomes that after he possesses Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1. Okay. He goes back to when he was 18, young Xehanort, give him the ability to travel through time without having to be a heart or a heartless, but still follows the rules stated above about having someone already there and not remembering anything after. Okay. He is tasked by Ansem to get the versions of himself and those vessels loyal to Xehanort to gather in present day, which is in the Dream Drop Distance time. They can all travel through time without being just a heart now, because young Xehanort has that assistance given to him. So assistance in this case being magic. And shares it with them because in his timeline, he does become a heart and time travel, so he's able to without becoming a heart in the past. Confusing, I know, but it does make sense. It actually makes sense, okay. What? So also Sora and Riku are able to travel through time because they both became hearts in Kingdom Hearts. Sora releasing his heart and Riku doing the fuckery with Ansem. Wait. I'm not gonna question it. The reason they're their Kingdom Hearts 1 selves in Dream Drop Distance while in the realm of sleep is because Yen Sid sent them back in time to their Kingdom Hearts 1 selves at the point where Destiny Islands was being consumed by darkness, because that's the only true way to access the realm of sleep. Did we get all that? How are our brains? Because mine is...
Basically, at some point, evil Ansem went back to Destiny Islands where Xehanort grew up because, because everyone's from there. He met the young lad and was like, here's some, going back in time potion. Go round up all the Xehanorts because we going hard. Because, okay, Xehanort's Heartless was killed in Kingdom Hearts 1 and his Nobody was killed in Kingdom Hearts 2, which means Xehanort's somebody is back and ready to crack some skulls. And wait, why does he look like creepy old man Xehanort?
Wait, why is he? Yeah, what?
Xehanort, not Terranort. I thought I understood how this worked.
Me too.
I'm doing my best. Oh, but now we learn about Xehanort's ultimate master plan. In Birth by Sleep, he wanted the Keyblade in order to control Kingdom Hearts. But the Keyblade exploded, and conveniently it likes to explode into 20 pieces. 7 light and 13 dark. Xehanort is all,
Grr, I want those shards.
like he's the villain in a cereal commercial or something. Originally, he planned for the 7 light pieces to come from the so-called 7 princesses of heart. Snow White, Cinderella,
1, 2,
Alice,
3.
Aurora, Belle, Jasmine, and Kairi. This is all the business with the
Why is Alice... What? No.
Princess Pods and Hollow Bastion back in Kingdom Hearts 1. But the 7 light pieces could also be the 7 Guardians of Light. Mickey, Sora, Riku, Ventus, Aqua, Terra, maybe Kyrie. It's not really clear right now. Meanwhile, the 13 dark pieces are a little harder to come by. We got a couple bad eggs bumbling about, but 13? Not quite. So Xehanort, being the rational person he is, decided
Absolutely
to
rational.
essentially create 12 copies of himself by putting a little Nort into all these nobodies, which together would then act as the 13 dark pieces needed to form the Keyblade. This is why Xehanort created Organization 13. His plan was to Nort each of the members so he'd have his 13 dark pieces, but instead they thought for themselves and were like, what the heck, dude? And also Sora killed everybody, so way to go, Sora.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on here. Hold
Instead,
on
they
here.
thought for themselves and were like, what the heck, dude? And also Sora
Why is Luxord I get it. He is fucking hot. But why is Luxord why is he the HD? Okay, but I love Demix. Okay, but Demix is really cute though. But why is Luxord the hottest one? Why is he the most lovingly rendered? Shit don't make sense. Yeah, absolutely. But I think back then there wasn't much for princesses. No, there was plenty. There was plenty. I guess for Kingdom Hearts 1, they had to scrape the barrel a little bit. I'm gonna guess someone a pure heart and doesn't follow stereotypical things like Alice mouthing off to the queen while being big, and Jasmine refusing. Yep, fair. Zemnis's Organization 13 is not the real Organization 13. Is a copy of Xehanort's plan. Okay, my biggest my brain is concentrating on how handsome Luxord is, so.
killed everybody, so way to go, Sora. He also tried having two of the members be as heartless and nobody, which is totally cheating. Xehanort, being the rational person he is, decided,
Hey, that's a good point. What am I doing norting unwilling people? I'll just find people who want to be me. Like, me.
So that's why he sent Ansem to seek out young Xehanort in the past. He's making a new Organization 13 out of some time-traveling Xehanorts and a bunch of other friends called the, wait for it, real Organization 13. Boo! They should have called it the Super Excited to Be Xehanort Club. So Xehanort gathers himself, young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas, Xigbar, and Saix, who are part of the old Organization 13, but apparently just can't get enough of that Nort juice, and six other shadowy figures that'll almost certainly get revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3. They're probably like time-traveling goofies or something.
Time-traveling.
Oh, yuck. But wait, I hear you counting on your fingers. That only makes 12. Yes, they're one short. So Xehanort decides the 13th Nort shall be Sora. He kidnaps Sora because I guess Goofus and Dallant do literally nothing all day and is about to Nort Sora super good when Lee dives in and saves the day.
Goofus and Dallant. Oh boy.
Dallant do literally nothing all day and is about to Nort Sora super good when Lee dives in and saves the day. Psst, Lee is Axel's somebody and he only really cares about Roxas and Xion, but Sora will have to do. Xehanort goes,
Sora's a good
Drat,
stand-in.
I'd kidnap you again, but we're all out of our going back in time potion.
Goofy
Until
died?
next
Wait.
time when the
Wait, what? I thought Goofy died, so why is he still... He got better.
7 and 13 are
He got better,
destined
like,
to
almost
fight
immediately.
and summoned a Keyblade in
it
Kingdom
wasn't-
Hearts 3.
Yeah.
and all the Xehanorts disappear. For now. Riku and Sora go back to Yen Sid and they're like, wow, the whole universe was at stake. Glad we got out of that one. Hoo-wee, I almost forgot we were taking a test, haha. And Yen Sid goes,
Riku, you passed. Good job. Sora, you almost got Norted. You fail.
and Sora goes, Nort again. All the characters laugh and credits roll. Wait, we're not done yet. Two
What?
quick games to go. Union Cross. Long ago, I mean like long, long ago, all the worlds were connected, and it was the age of fairy tales. In this harsh on the eyeballs place called Daybreak Town, there was this guy called the Master of Masters, who wore a sweet hood and trench like the organization dudes, and he wrote this book of prophecies with the help of his Keyblade No Name, which can see into the
love that
future,
Keyblade.
but
That thing
only
is
the
so
future
cool.
it's actually around for, like in the same room. Look, it's got a magic creepy eyeball. So the Master of Masters goes to his 6 apprentices and is like, hey guys, I'm gonna peace out. Here, you carry No Name around to pass it down through the generations for no particular future sight related reason, and this box, don't open it. And the rest of you get a signed copy of my book, you're welcome. But little did the apprentices know, he gave each of them a slightly different copy of the Book of Prophecies. They read their books and learn there's a traitor amongst them, but not really. The apprentices scatter to the winds like dandelions and create their own little groups that learn to use Keyblades. Years and years pass, these groups all end up fighting in the Keyblade War and shattering the Keyblade into 20 pieces, and yeah, there's some of your backstory, I guess. Look, this is a browser/mobile game, don't worry about it too much. Like, maybe you should know Ventus and Marluxia Somebody are leaders of 2 of these groups, and
What?
there's these things called Darklings that are heartless,
I love him! Look at this little guy! He's cute! He's so
born
cute.
from Keyblade wielders. There's a Darkling on the box for Kingdom Hearts 3 right about, yeah. But seriously, if any of this is relevant in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm sure they'll provide context for it like the competent writers they are. And
Hocus want to be me, like, me. Want to be me, like,
besides the 13th
Not too far.
Union Creators goes. There's some of your backstory, I guess. Look, this is a browser/mobile
Darklings are
game.
not
Don't
relevant.
worry about it too much.
No.
Like, maybe you should know Ventus and Marluxia Somebody are leaders of 2 of these groups, and there's these things called Darklings that are heartless, born from Keyblade wielders. There's a Darkling on the box for Kingdom Hearts 3 right about, yeah. But seriously, if any of this is relevant in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm sure they'll provide context for it like the competent writers they are. And hocus pocus, these games have no focus. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage to That's the
what?
sound of my soul escaping my body.
My soul does.
Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by... Hey, you know what? Let's just call it No for short. Acts as a kind of prequel sequel that sets some things up for Kingdom Hearts 3. You play as Aqua, picking up right after the events of Birth by Sleep, where she was trapped in the realm of darkness by Terranort. She wanders around some Disney world swallowed up by darkness, fights her doppelganger, Phantom Aqua, and finds Ventus and Terra, but they're not actually there, she's just lonely.
Aw,
She
that's
fights
so
some
sad.
shadow monsters and ends up falling even deeper into darkness, but eventually runs into Riku and Mickey. Because, yeah, even though her story took place 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1, time is super janky in the realm of darkness. Which
Okay.
sure is convenient if you're a writer and want to get your prequel character into the present story. Aqua fends off the darkness
I mean,
while
that's
Riku
extremely
and Mickey
valid.
close the door from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and Mickey literally loses his shirt just to preserve continuity. There's
That's
no other
fucking
reason.
hilarious.
What a guy!
What a guy.
guy! The door is
What?
successfully closed. Hooray!
So I'm not gonna back it up, but you guys saw that too, right? Should I rewind? Should I rewind? I want you guys to pay attention because I am not rewinding it one more time. This is the only time I'm rewinding it. Keep your eyes on the screen because, oh god.
And Mickey literally loses his shirt just to preserve continuity. There's no other reason. What a guy! What a guy! The door is successfully closed.
Why? Why is that a thing? Oh, Jesus.
Hooray! Except Aqua is still trapped in darkness. species. Elsewhere, Yen Sid is like,
Sora, not only did you fail my super simple exam, but your brush with getting Norted actually left you Metroided. Look, all your stats are back to level 1.
Sora goes,
no.
oh well, gosh darn, ain't that convenient. I mean inconvenient.
There's no time. Go to the Colosseum from Hercules and hang out with Danny DeVito.
Okay. Also, Lee is a Keyblade wielder now. And Kairi. I am
Boo.
so tired. And that takes us to Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora's gotta train, Riku and Mickey gotta rescue Aqua, Kairi's got to maybe develop into a character, and Xehanort is off somewhere trying to get the 7 Pieces of Light and the Sex Club to go to prom together. What'll happen?
The what?
What'll happen? Will Xehanort reassemble the Keyblade only for Yen Sid to pull a King of Red Lions and be like, I made this? Will the Disney and Final Fantasy characters actually have any kind of bearing on the overall plot? Will we meet a character without pointy anime hair? Will we get to befriend him over the course of our journey and then in our final moment of need his hair pointifies and he saves the day? Will Goofy say a swear? Let's Goofy swear! Hello, if you feel like you don't have quite enough
Okay, so we have been given a crash course on all of the in-betweens of the Final Fantasy, the Kingdom Hearts that I have not yet played and probably will not play because it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn this off. And I have good news for those of you who are like, well, let's find out what's going on in Kingdom Hearts, right? Like, can we figure it out? Is there a way to yeah. Anyways. Are you guys ready? Oh, actually, I think, guess what? I have no Keyblades.